to do.
Free!
Greetings!
Zizka!
Careful! Greetings, sir. What would you like?
How did you meet Dry Devil?
For the first time? Not in the best of circumstances, that's for sure. A few years ago, my company was attacked near Olomouc, and he spared nobody except for my noble master.
Wait, what was that about?
We were fighting for Margrave Jobst, and he for his brother Prokop.
Why did he let you live?
Because I shot and killed 2 of his men, and crippled 3 others, before he bashed me over the head.
And he just let you go?
Not a chance. I woke tied up with a splitting headache. Dry Devil was all fired up, betting with his men that they'd boost me up.
And what was the catch?
That fucker took me to the ramparts and said that if I piss and hit the ale pitcher down below, he'd let me go. Otherwise, he'd try to hit the ale pitcher with me. The prick.
Wow. You're quite the sharpshooter, Kabyanka.
You bet I fucking am. But you don't know shit about it.
Teach me something, then. I'll happily pay for it.
It'll take some time. But throw in a bit of coin, and I'll teach you whatever you want.
So this is a Popinjay contest, is it? What exactly do we have to do?
There's nothing to it. It's actually pretty simple. You have to shoot down the strawbirds on the range faster than your opponents. Whoever shoots down the most wins. Any idiot can understand the rules, but that doesn't make it any easier. So if you're not feeling too sure, you'd better see how you get on with the beginners first. You may not win as much because the stakes are lower, but you have a better chance.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
I assume you know the rules, so why not? So what will it be? Bow or crossbow?
Longbow.
But you have to have one first. Look, I'll provide the arrows, I'll stick the birds on the range, but lend you a bow? That's asking a bit much. No shooting for you until you found yourself a bow.
Earlier, you mentioned a bunch of peasants taking up arms against Sigismund.
Aye, a bunch of villagers. But they might be onto something.
How are they trying to fight Sigismund?
Do not imagine anything too grand. Mostly they are just trying to survive. Some time ago, they raided a supply caravan heading to Sigismund's camp. Then the very same supplies turned up with the hungry families in Miskovitz. They are doing a good job. But if they keep stepping on Sigismund's toes like that, he will go after them, and soon.
We could use a band like that.
I agree. But Zizka was against it. You saw it yourself. I promised I would not look for them.
So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm not going to break my word. But you did not make any such promise, did you?
Do you know where to look for them?
From what I know, they mostly hang around Miskovitz. It seems they use a secret password to recognize their own.
Password? What password?
Fuck, what was it? Ah, I remember. The fox is in the henhouse.
How did you learn their secret password?
When Dry Devil's band broke up, I was looking for a company to join. Then this one time at a tavern, there was this scrawny, drunken loudmouth going on about the peasants' revolt and shouting out the password for all to hear. Some old woman from Miskovitz slapped that lad so hard his chin hit the table.
Right, so I'm supposed to look for a scrawny, drunken loudmouth.
We have plenty of those already. I reckon you ought to talk to the old crone. I have a feeling she might be the way to get to that. Try telling her the password and see what happens.
All right. I hope I won't get slapped too.
Your hand cannons have done us more harm than good.
But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have aimed any better, and he's skilled with hand cannons.
How long have you been a warrior?
I was supposed to be a carpenter, but the job wasn't for me. Most of the time I couldn't even hit the chisel with my mallet. Then I lost my master's money playing dice, so I had to run away. Then I came across a group of mercenaries, and they hired me. Once I got a taste of money, I chose to stay. So, it's been a while now.
Who taught you how to fight?
No one. I was absolutely awful. But I could drink their command under the table, so they let me stay with them. I learned the rest as I went along.
That commander, was it the devil?
No. I only met the devil later, with another band. I've been through several. Once they stop paying, or you run out of things to steal, it's best to go and try your luck elsewhere.
That's exactly what happened when they captured the devil, isn't it? The band broke up.
More or less, but I think he understands. You see? That's mercenary honor.
What honor?
Exactly. There is none.
How do you know Zizka?
I think I know him from the ambush near Prague.
Who did you ambush?
His men actually ambushed us. Actually, the outcome was quite similar. They jumped us at a bend. Before we knew it, blood was spilled. They killed our whole band. I was the only one to survive.
Just you? How so?
I was so fucked up that as I cocked my crossbow, the bowstring broke off and slashed my hands.
And you still have both of them?
Saint Bibiana must have been watching over me. My gloves came off, revealing bloody gashes on my palms, like Christ himself. I reckon they had fun watching me jump around, curse and flail my arms. So they kept me. I kept that bloody bowstring for luck.
Why were you the only one of your band who tried to save the devil?
I don't think I could sleep easy if they actually executed that old bastard. Fuck, I know the devil better than I know my own old man. And he still owes me groschen from our last trade. And I take that seriously.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
So what will it be? Bow or crossbow?
Better a longbow. It's about time I gave my back a stretch.
Right. Now, I just have to find you an opponent. Do you want me to look around for beginners or more advanced archers? I might even find a few master sharpshooters around here for you. Of course. You'd have to stump up more money than against the usual bunglers, but the price would be bigger.
I reckon I could take on a couple of your crack archers.
Right. But these fellows ain't going to compete for nothing. Do you have the coin to stake?
Wait, let me see how much I have on me. Ah, here it is. All right, let's shoot.
Now you're talking. I'll fetch the lads. You get ready and wait for the signal. Take your places. Now.
Well, fuck me if that bird ain't tethered in place. That's one dead duck. Missed again. Should have stayed at home. Down you go. Down you go. Too bad my old woman ain't seen this. Oh shit. I hope it didn't hit anybody. Down you go. Missed again. I should have stayed at home. All hail to the victor, meaning me.
Any men left soon at this rate.
And then they'll start taking women as well. You'll see. Why don't we just go and enlist right away?
I bet they can't wait for us to join up. Have you ever even held a sword?
Not a sword, but I'm pretty handy with a flail. I reckon bashing some dolt isn't so different from threshing wheat. And what's more, apparently every soldier gets a dozen groschen and a piece of meat every other day.
My God! For that much, you'd even bash the priest over the head with a flail.
Aye, take care.
What can I do for you?
Show me your wares.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Are you blind?
I've been darning and sewing since morning. I haven't even eaten yet.
What do you want?
I need a bath.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Great, but it'll cost you.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Is this enough?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class.
You don't see stamina like that every day. See you next time, warrior.
Did you hear what happened? A recruiter from Sigismund's army camp came through here.
Not again. There won't be any men left soon at this rate.
And then they'll start taking women as well. You'll see. Why don't we just go and enlist right away?
I bet they can't wait for us to join up. Have you ever even held a sword?
Not a sword, but I'm pretty handy with a flail. I reckon bashing some dolt isn't so different from threshing wheat. And what's more, apparently every soldier gets a dozen groschen and a piece of meat every other day.
My
What a
God.
day that was.
Interesting.
That much, I'd even
Careful!
bash the priest over the head with a flail.
Listen, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.
Take care, and give my greetings to everyone.
Greetings.
Praise be Jesus Christ. And to you.
Greetings.
Good day.
Are you...
Hey,
What?
you can't just walk around here without permission.
Fine evening.
Likewise.
I fancy a drop of the strong stuff.
What? You've no business here. I never want to see you here again without permission.
Quick! Go! Oh,
Come over here.
what are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now, so I decided to take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn? Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it, then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
What? An arrow? Like From a bow?
Aye, an arrow. With an arrowhead, a shaft, and a fletching. Simply an arrow.
You have an arrow stuck in your head? Shouldn't you be, well, dead? I've never seen anyone with an arrow in his head who wasn't.
Of course I should be. Dead as a doornail. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't no ordinary arrow.
Oh? What's special about it?
Always questions all of a sudden. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't the safest these days.
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a chance.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence. You're just lucky.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them up your arse, and make you clap.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed? What did he do to deserve it?
Well, I suppose all them good things what I did in my life. I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all. I reckon God's pleased with me.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations, I'll tell you that. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
What's in these sacks, anyway?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended. These days, everyone locks up their cottages, sties, coops, and who knows what else. They keep their valuables in their chests. Folk are plenty nervous. And then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on, wouldn't it?
That's an interesting way of looking at theft. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes in handy. So, will you help me?
And what's in it for me? Will I get a reward?
You youngsters is all the same. You should help your neighbour without wanting nothing in return. Like a proper Christian, eh?
True. But good deeds won't buy me an ale at the tavern.
All right, then. If you help him with the sack, I'll throw a few groschen for beer your way.
Well, I can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Ooh. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. A man can be invincible, And blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
How can you be so sure you can't get hurt? Maybe you were just incredibly lucky up until now.
The answer's easy. I just know. When I got hit with this here arrow, I was out of it for 3 days. I just lay there for 3 days. Everyone thought I was dead, but I kept on breathing. I had this vision of someone. He had this glow around him. He must have been a saint. He spoke to me. Real kind-like. On the 3rd day, I woke up, just like Jesus. And I knew everything was different. That I was a changed man, and there was no turning back.
If the arrow is a gift from God, do you think he doesn't mind that you steal?
I made my living this way long before it happened. The arrow could have killed me then, but it didn't. He knows very well I've got no choice. I do what I have to survive. I take care of my men, every last one of them. I can't let them starve to death, and our good Lord knows that. That's why he leaves us be. With this arrow, he sent us a bit of his grace, and our lives are just a little bit better because of it.
I'd like to believe you, but I still think it's just a coincidence. I hope your good luck continues, though.
Believe what you want, lad, as long as you keep carrying that sack. We're nearly there. Out of breath, are you? Pick it up and let's go. We're almost there. We don't have all day. Pick up the sack and let's get going.
Scars, and each one was for a different kind of weather. When his knees started to ache, he knew it was going to rain. And when it was his back, it was hail on the way.
Well, that sounds like it would come in handy, eh?
But wait, there's more. When he started to snore in the fall, he knew there'd be frost within 3 weeks.
And when he stopped in spring, there'd be a thaw?
You might be joking, but you're exactly right. What's more, when his shoulders started acting up in the summer, it meant 5 days of drought.
That's bloody good. So, what happened to this weathercock fella?
Well, he went out for a piss one night, fell into a mill run, and drowned.
I dropped that sack over there, but... Look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
Come here.
Good boy. Good boy. Here you go. Take it. Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Do you have permission to be doing that? That's quite enough.
Mercy!
How dare you? We won't put up with thieves here. You'll give everything back and pay compensation. Or I'll go and get the guards.
How about I kick your teeth in instead? Then what'll you do?
Hang on. Leave me alone. We'll forget about it. I won't say a word to anyone. Just go. Look out.
Here you go. Take it. Good boy. Good boy.
bit more, and I'll be done.